Have you ever felt like when it comes to money, you're playing a game, but you just can't win? You follow all the rules, but you're not really getting ahead. Well, today, we're not just going to talk about finance. We're handing you the playbook the pros actually use. Let's get into it.
So, what is it? It's the big question, right? We work hard, we try to save, we do what we're told, but it still feels like we're just running in place. What is the one thing we're missing?
And here it is. This is the big secret. Most of us just know the basic rules. Get a good job, pay your taxes, save a little. But the wealthy? Oh, they're playing a completely different game. They have a playbook full of strategic moves that flip the odds in their favor. And today, we're opening that playbook up for you.
Okay, let's jump right into the first strategic move. And this one's a biggie. We're going to tackle something we're all told is a good thing, saving money. But what if it's actually a trap?
Here's the trap. Saving money feels safe, doesn't it? But here's the hard truth. Thanks to inflation, that cash sitting in your bank account is losing a little bit of its buying power every single day. The winning play isn't saving, it's investing. That's the mindset shift, right there. You got to stop letting your money just sit there and start making it work for you.
Okay, so where does your money go then? Well, the playbook is pretty clear on this. We're talking about things like the stock market for that long-term growth, maybe real estate that brings in rental income, or even businesses that generate cash flow. And hey, in today's world, that includes digital stuff like websites or online courses. The whole point is to put your money in places where it can grow, not just fade away. And you don't need to be some Wall Street genius to do this. Seriously. The playbook suggests starting simple. Look into things like SIPs, systematic investment plans, where you can put in small amounts regularly. Index funds are another fantastic low-cost way to get in the game. The most important thing is just to start.
All right, on to the next play. This one builds on the last. It's about something we all have to deal with, but honestly, very few of us know how to manage it well. I'm talking about taxes. This is another one of those areas where just following the rules can really cost you.
So check this out. It's all about the order of operations. For most people, it goes like this. You earn money, the tax man takes his slice, and then you get to spend whatever's left over. The pro move? It's the total opposite. You structure your income and your investments to legally lower your tax bill first so you have more left over to spend or, even better, to invest.
And how do you do this? Look, this isn't about some illegal tax evasion scheme. It's about smart planning using the rules that are already there for you. You can use special tax-saving investment accounts, start a small business so you can write off expenses, take advantage of lower tax rates on your investment profits, and even use deductions from your home loan. It's all there in the code.
So the message here is crystal clear. You have to know the rules to play the game well. Yeah, the tax code is complicated, but just understanding the basics of the deductions and exemptions you're entitled to is a huge part of the playbook. It lets you keep more of your hard-earned money, which, guess what, you can then use to invest more.
All right, let's get to move number 3. And this one is probably the biggest mindset shift of them all. It's all about breaking free from the idea that a job is the only way to make money.
So the third trap is getting stuck thinking that your 9 to 5 is the whole game. That's just trading your time for money. And what happens when you stop working? Right, the money stops. The winning play is to build or buy assets. Assets are things that make money for you, even when you're not working. That's the real secret to financial freedom.
So, what do these assets look like? Well, think about stocks that pay out dividends. Those are like little quarterly paychecks from companies you own. Or a rental property where your tenant is basically paying your mortgage and then some. It could even be an online business that makes sales while you sleep. The point is, these are things you own that put money in your pocket. And this is the core of it, right here. Your goal shouldn't just be to get a raise. Your goal should be to use your salary to buy assets that, over time, can pay you more than your job ever could. That is how you win this game.
Okay, so you've got the fundamentals down. You're investing, you're thinking about taxes, and you're focused on building assets. Now let's talk about the advanced moves. These are the accelerators, the plays that really separate the pros from the rookies.
This next one might sound a little complex, but stick with me because it's a total game changer. It's called OPM, Other People's Money. It's all about using leverage, think bank loans or investor money, to buy a big asset using very little of your own cash. The wealthy use this strategy all the time to multiply their returns.
Let's make this super simple with a classic real estate example. Okay, so first, you get a loan from a bank to buy a rental property. Step 2, you rent it out, and the rent your tenant pays you every month is enough to cover your loan payment. So what's happening? The bank gave you the money, your tenant is paying off your debt, and you get to own the house. It's absolutely brilliant when it works.
And this is what it all leads to. This is the goal. You can see it on the chart, right? Your job income is your base. It's solid. But then you start adding income from your assets, that rent, those dividends, and boom, your total income just shoots up. You are no longer relying on just one paycheck. So, we've walked through all these different traps and plays. Now what? How do we turn this into your personal game plan? Let's boil it all down into one final actionable playbook. Here it is, your 5-move playbook. Number 1, invest. Don't just save. Put your money to work. 2, use the tax benefits the system gives you. Keep more of what you make. 3, build that passive income. Buy assets that pay you. 4, learn to use smart leverage, OPM. And 5, always be focused on growing your income, because that's the fuel for this whole engine. This is your roadmap.
So we've laid it all out. This is the playbook the winners use. And these aren't some impossible secrets. They just require a different way of thinking. You have to shift from being a spectator to being an active player in your own financial life. The rules are out there for everyone to see, but now you have the plays. So the only question left is, what game are you going to play?